Let's go back to the sock copy years, specifically Billboard's Hot 100 last week of November 1961. Billboard's Hot 100, let me bring that up for you real quick. I believe the date was November 25th, 1961. Indeed it is. Some of the big hits: Full Number One by Brenda Lee at number 3. Tower of Strength by Gene McDaniels at number 6. Hit the Road Jack, standard by Ray Charles. Please Mr. Postman, an early Motown hit, another standard by the Marvelettes. This Time by Troy Shondell. Remember that one? Sort of sounded like Elvis. This Time, Troy Shondell, but not related to Tommy James or Tommy James and the Shondells. And It Will Stand by the Showman. That was a great record too. And going to number 94 on Billboard's Hot 100, making its debut, Bobby Lewis, the guy who did Tossing and Turning. One of his follow-ups, What a Walk, sort of a dance record. What a Walk by Bobby Lewis, debuting at number 94. Billboard's Hot 100. November 25th, 1961. Bobby Lewis, he grew up in an orphanage. Spent a lot of his childhood as an orphan. Grew up in an orphanage. He was adopted by a family when he was 12 years old and lived in Detroit, moved to Detroit, and learned how to play the piano when he was 6 years old, despite having bad eyesight. As he got older, he supposedly, legend has it, that he played with some of the great jazz musicians like Duke Ellington and Wes Montgomery, but it could be just legend. He met Jackie Wilson in the mid-50s, 1956. Bobby Lewis, he recorded for the Parrot record label, his first single. It didn't do anything, but he got a break. 1959. Bobby Lewis met a guy named Richie Adams. Richie Adams was a songwriter at Belltone Records in New York City, and Richie Adams was the lead singer of the group The Fireflies. The Fireflies, who had that big doo-wop hit in 1959 called You Are Mine, and probably helped Bobby Lewis get a record deal with Belltone, based in New York City. And Richie Adams teamed up with a guy named Joe Renee, and they wrote Tossing and Turning. Bobby Lewis took it to number 1 for 7 weeks. It was a million-selling record. One Track Mind was the runner-up. If I remember correctly, that one went to number 7. But it was a top 10 hit, also in 1961. And then after that, it just sort of tapered off for Bobby Lewis, and just later on played in the oldie circuit. What a Walk only got as high as number 77. Still a decent song. You won't believe how many decent songs appeared on Billboard's Hot 100 that were not hits, that did not make the top 40, much less the top 10 or top 20. What a Walk, rather, by Bobby Lewis on Billboard's Hot 100 for only 3 weeks. That's it. Number 94, making its debut on Billboard's Hot 100 of November 25th, 1961. It is Bobby Lewis.